Hey, welcome to STREEZYonX. I'm Streezy, and I'm here to give you what's happening on X in a quick video. Alright, Meek Mill is trending because we had Twitch streamer DJ Akademiks in one of his latest streams decide to read through a lawsuit that's recently entangled in this whole P. Diddy situation. And while scrolling through, he sees that it says, Mr. Combs, that's Diddy, Sean Combs, informed Mr. Jones that he'd engaged in sexual intercourse with rapper Superscript 5, name redacted. And then we look down at the bottom of the page, the superscript key, and it says number 5 is a Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj. So context clues basically all point to him. This is the most recent lawsuit that's been filed against Diddy, and it's by music producer Rodney Little Rod Jones. That's who Mr. Jones is in the documents. And so this is what's making the rounds. And by the way, in case you didn't see it, in that same sentence talking about activities, we see R&B singer Superscript 6, and in the key it says number 6 performed at the Super Bowl and had a successful Vegas residency. But if you've been keeping up with my videos this whole time, you'd already know that Keke Palmer's mother was caught outing Usher on a recording talking to Keke Palmer's ex-boyfriend, Darius Jackson. So that bombshell's already been dropped, and maybe that's why he wasn't trending along with Meek this time. What do you think? And we have Bitcoin topping the charts as well, with over an 8% increase in the past 24 hours when I documented around 11 a.m. Eastern time. So in that time frame, we went from somewhere around 56,000 to about 61. It's a nice little bag fluff, but what do you think? Is this the bull market ramping up? Just a pump? How do you think Bitcoin is going to be involved in the probable upcoming economic crash? Will it become one of our mainstream currencies? Other countries are already doing it. Or will the SEC put a stop to it before we're even able to get there? Let's get the conversation started below. Then The Crow is trending because yep, we're getting a remake. The 1994 film will be revamped with Bill Skarsgard in place of Brandon Lee as main character Eric Draven. If you didn't recognize him without the makeup, Bill Skarsgard is the one who played Pennywise in the most recent It films. And I know they're squawking every time there's a mention of another remake, which at this point I say rightfully so because it seems to be all that they're doing. But the big argument with this one is that this film is an art piece, and it's so much more than just a story to be retold, because you have all the cultural influences that add to the depth and the character of this piece, and then who Brandon Lee was in real life, and then of course the tragic incident of him dying on set during the shooting of this film and them releasing it in honor of his legacy. I mean, there's just so many layers to it that I believe just can't be replicated. Plus, a lot of people are commenting on about how this new Draven looks like a Suicide Squad Joker. So you might have seen Jared Leto trending too. He's not in the film, they're just saying he's been Jared Leto-fied. We can really see from the released images that everything's pretty modernized and he's got sort of an e-boy look. What do you think? Will they do it justice? We also hear the news of former WWE star Virgil passing away at the age of 61. And then Lauren Boebert, the US representative, making her way into the conversation again, because right around the time she posts on X, the Biden crime family will go down as the most corrupt political family in American history. Her son, 18-year-old Tyler Boebert, is getting arrested in Rifle, Colorado, hit with over 20 charges, some of them felonies. The Rifle Police Department say they arrested him around 2:30 p.m. and her post was made about 2:35 p.m. Mountain Time. My screenshot shows 4 because I'm in Eastern, obviously. But what are the odds? I mean, really, this is like cosmically, comically written. The unbelievable timing and irony. Tell me what you think. And then of course Michigan trending because we got those results from the Michigan primaries now. The Democratic Party, we see Joe Biden at 81.1% approval with over 618,000 votes, 13.3% uncommitted, and that's a little over 100,000 people. And Marianne Williamson 3% and Dean Phillips 2.7%. I'm also hearing through the grapevine supposedly campaigners were aiming to get at least 10,000 uncommitted votes in protest to President Biden's handling of humanitarian efforts in regards to the Israel-Gaza conflict. So it looks like they very much succeeded in that. In the Republican Party, we see Donald Trump at 68.2%, garnering over 756,800 with that. A reporter on CNN mentioned that he'd gotten in more votes than the entire Democratic Party combined when he reported last night. At the time of collecting and adding up this info myself, I'd found that they had surpassed just by a 5,800 margin, roughly. And in second, there's Nikki Haley with 26.6%, that's almost 295,000 votes, and uncommitted as 3%, and it just goes down from there. That's all I have for now. Follow for more, and I'll see you tomorrow.